We start our Road to Rio series with American Olympic hopeful Jared Shermans as he gives a precision breakdown of the perfect discus throw.
Technique is the most important thing in discus. So many little precise motions that you kind of just gather together into one throw. So it's a very like an all-encompassing thing where you need to be strong and fast and athletic and tall and and technical everything. It's very much where you have to pull every area in for one. So what's the game plan for today?
You're blind,
yep.
Right? And you're just...
My coach, when he's away, we basically do some stuff over Skype. We train together a couple times a month, but when we're away, he still has the opportunity to see every one of my practices. So it's kind of, one of the benefits of technology when it comes to throwing.
Right.
I actually really like that one.
Much better.
This is the first day of my second week of training, so it's basically my first cycle of the year. Things are still pretty broken. We're doing a lot of drilling, a lot of really basic motions, so a lot of the stuff that you're going to see is going to look very mechanical, and then as the year evolves, it'll come into this real flowing kind of throwing motion. We're trying to break bad habits, like things that I've kind of struggled with technically. So we're gonna do a lot of drills and kind of just overwhelm those habits, like kind of beat them out of our system. And then from there, we'll be able to actually pick up the disc and start throwing a little more effectively. One of my drawbacks that I've had over the last couple of years is my entry. So you're gonna see a lot of the stuff we're doing today is gonna look really basic and simple. And it's, for most people, it's just gonna look kind of like I'm just spinning in circles, but they're very precise motions, and all the drills are kind of designed towards using my whole body to pull myself into the ring. The reason why we do reps with our eyes closed is it kind of teaches you body awareness. Like if you can do it successfully, like consistently with your eyes closed, when you open them up, you're just that much more alert of your surroundings. It's gonna make that drill that much more effective. Well, now we're transitioning away from kind of doing some of the drills, and we're basically doing drills with discs. So this is basically, we'll call it like a pre-block drill. It's basically one step before we actually do a traditional stand throw, and then from the stand throw, we'll go to a full throw. The discus, most people think you throw it like a frisbee. You're kind of like gonna throw it like this. But in reality, it's more like bowling. It's one of these things where you throw it and it kind of rolls off the tips of your fingers. So when you're gripping a disc, it's gonna rest on the very ends of your finger. And if you just hold the disc out, it's just gonna fall out of your hand. But because you're spinning and you've got some momentum behind it, it kind of works its way into your hand. Look for these lines right on the front of your hand here. And then basically what you're gonna do is put those right on the edge of the rim. It's gonna rotate clockwise. You don't want it to come out of the back or come flying up like this. This is gonna rotate just like this. As we start to go, what you're gonna do for discus throwers, you're gonna kind of shift to your left side of your body. What's gonna happen is it's gonna make your right leg really light. So as you shift onto your left leg, it's gonna basically set it up so that you can kind of swing your right leg wide and kind of aggressively to kind of almost like create this momentum to pull you into the ring. As you kind of continue through the throw, you kind of want to hold that same kind of upright position with the disc as far behind you as you can. As you transition to the actual throwing part of the throw, you'll land on your right side, just kind of shifting your weight into your left side and still trying to hold the discus behind you. So when you're releasing the discus, you want to think about keeping your head in line with your sternum, like everything should be in line. Your hips, your shoulders, your head all should be in one line. You're not gonna let go of the disc in front of you. It's not gonna be below, it's not gonna be above. You want it to be basically completely parallel with your shoulder and as far away from your body as you can make. You don't wanna like tuck it in. Don't pull your arm in to make it faster. Keep your arm long and as far away from you as you can. You wanna try and stay in contact as long as you can. The longer you can apply force to something, the more power you can put into it. If you let it go early, you release your contact time with the discus, so you lose your ability to add power to it. When I have a great throw, it feels like effortless. It feels like the discus weighs almost nothing. It feels like I'm throwing, a piece of paper or a small rock, something like that. It's very much one of those things where the technique has kind of taken over the throw. It's something that I'm not trying to put a lot of effort into. You're very relaxed and it feels like it goes farther than it should maybe.